We got Notre Dame beating Clemson. Matt Wilson experiencing the first loss of his Clemson career, regular season loss. Welcome back to Earth, sir.
He looks so happy, by the way. Like, just look at him in that camera right there. He is just ecstatic.
He's never had to live with failure before. Welcome to the world, sir. A&M got it done, but couldn't get it done against COVID. Texas gets a bye week. Texas Tech got some good stuff brewing down in Lubbock, don't we?
We will get to that. Trust me.
Yep. Wisconsin coming back and SEC getting destroyed by COVID. So without further ado, Wilson, why don't you take us down to South Bend and how things are feeling after that one?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was a little triggered after the game watching Notre Dame students run on the field. I was upstairs watching it on big TV. I just kind of sat there for like 10 minutes looking at my phone, just very, very upset. But then I realized all our goals are still in front of us. And by the end of the game, we had like 7 guys out on defense, and our 2 starting receivers were out. But as for the game itself, first of all, DJ Uwangalele threw for 439 yards. That's the most amount of yards Notre Dame has ever given up in school history, I believe. And that's to a true freshman in his second start ever. So he was amazing. What was not amazing was our running game, specifically our offensive line. We had 34 yards on 33 carries, which is really, really embarrassing. Our offensive line cannot run block at all. Defensively, it's very hard to say. It was a kind of an inconsistent effort. We did what we could, but when Notre Dame scored to put it into overtime, we just didn't have enough bodies. So I'll let you guys talk about the game a little bit, and then I'll talk about it a little more.
Yeah, I think injuries were a huge factor, obviously, with Trevor being out, and then just players kept dropping in that game, didn't they, throughout the game?
Ridiculous.
At the end, when you're going into an overtime game against another top opponent, that's going to wear on you. But I know DJ did great, and he looked really good, and you should be thrilled with him. I'm sure y'all are thrilled with him. But I think there were some moments in there where y'all really missed Trevor, and that was expected, especially on that last series where y'all took, I think, back-to-back sacks or back-to-back-to-back or 2 sacks in a row, whatever it was. I feel like Trevor makes a quicker decision there, and that could have decided the game. But beyond that, y'all are missing other guys. There's going to be a rematch more than likely, though. I do think Notre Dame might be at risk these next couple of weeks. Boston College, North Carolina, those are back-to-back? Or is there a bye in there?
I think there might be a bye in there. But
still 2 tough games, two scary games. There's going to be a hangover, I would assume, but how much is that going to affect them? Are they talented enough to overcome it? Yes, probably. But will they? So I'm hoping, as an Aggie, that they don't overcome it, and they're falling here pretty soon. What do you guys think?
I thought it was glorious to watch, Notre Dame just push around Clemson in the trenches, those big 22-year-old white boys, corn-fed men, just, the offensive line is great, and they went and really set the tone against even Clemson's D-line. I don't know how healthy they were, but I did see Brzee out there and Murphy, even though Brzee got hurt. And they were still, moving him around. ETN had another questionable fumble. I don't know what's up with him. Looks like he should have declared for the NFL draft and just taken the money when he could have. But he's a team-first guy, and he likes Clemson, so I respect that. But, he cost him big time with that fumble. And he just couldn't get anything going, mainly because Clemson's O-line is not where it should be for a championship-level team, or at least of Clemson standard. So, yeah, it was crazy to see because, Notre Dame, Brian Kelly, they've always been known for they'll win the games they're supposed to win, but they can't beat the elite talents like, the SEC powers, Clemson, Ohio State. But I know they weren't fully healthy, but they physically went toe-to-toe with Clemson in the trenches especially. So, yeah, I think if they played again, even with Trevor Lawrence, I think I would still bet Notre Dame to win.
Wow.